I ordered a handful of new products from Archer and Olive, and while I was expecting the notebooks to be the most exciting part, they actually weren't. In fact, one of these things might be one of the smartest products that Archer and Olive has come out with, and I've been waiting for it for a very long time. And the other things, well, they gave me a lot of ideas for new things that I can do with my journals, so let me show you. I picked up a few gifts, got a few things for myself, and one product that I've been waiting to see in person for a really long time. So let's go ahead and start there. This is the refillable writing pad. Now, why is this the most exciting thing I've been wanting to see in person? That's because I'm a giant fan of the Archer and Olive writing pads. I've got them in all the sizes and all the colors, and they've really been fantastic. They're really great to come up with real quick ideas and sketching them out without having to put them inside of your notebook. And for the longest time, the community has been asking, hey, can I get refills for these writing pads? I already kind of have the casing and the hardware for it. Help me refill these. So they've gone ahead and done exactly that. So now you can buy the writing pad casing, kind of the holder for it separately, and then you can start to refill it with different types of papers. And we'll take a look at all of those real quick. If you've never seen the writing pad kind of opened up before, the hardware includes kind of two main pieces here. You've got those longer rods that go underneath and poke through, and that's what your paper pack will go onto. And then you have these two screws, and that's what's going to screw the faux leather over top of it and kind of encase everything into this nice packaging. So instead of always having to buy the new notepad and then have to kind of not do anything with the extra pieces, you can just buy these things separately now if you want. Or if you already have A5 size writing pads, now you can actually just buy the paper itself. So as I'm looking through here, I'm like, okay, what do I need to refill? Oh, well, clearly I need to get the A5 dot grid paper. I love that so much, but I was really excited to also see the dot grid craft paper, and my wife was really excited because she actually loves using the writing pads. They had the pastel colors too. So this was incredible to have. I'm so excited that they've got this. I actually already gave one away as a birthday gift to somebody who likes to write but isn't as interested in notebooks. It was perfection, and now I'm excited to have the refills for myself as well. Now, the next two items I got as upcoming gifts for two very special people. The first one that I got here is really excited about this one. My mother-in-law's birthday is coming up over the summer, and we were always thinking about gifts that we can get for her. And when my wife and I saw the Wildflowers notebook, we know that it was perfect for her. I've given her a lot of notebooks in the past, and she isn't the biggest fan of dot grid. And I was so excited that this came in a lined notebook because I think that it's going to be absolutely perfect. But I got to tell you, I absolutely love the outside of this. It has such a cool cover to it. I love this cool design. And then, of course, on the inside, too, we get those really nice inside covers. They do such a good job, and the lined paper. Now, as we were shopping around, I also saw this beautiful Berries and Vine notebook. And my wife was like, that is a beautiful notebook. And I thought, well, maybe I'll get it for her. Maybe she won't know about it. So I had to pick this one up. The design on this, again, is so amazing. The outside cover is like velvet almost. And then you've got this impression of the berries and the vines on here. I just love the way that this looked. I also picked this up for her in a lined notebook as well, because that's how she tends to use these notebooks, is more for notes versus creating spreads. And that's really what lined notebook is best for, is really writing things down, versus the dot grid is best for kind of drawing out lines and writing it as well, as I like to use it. We've seen a lot of pens from Archer and Olive in the past, especially in the subscription boxes, and of course all the gel pens and things like that they had, but somehow I missed the fine liners that they came out with, so I had to pick up a pack for myself because I'm always looking for good fine liners, and Archer and Olive does a really good job, I think, with their pens. One of my favorite details about this is that not only does it have the numbers on the top to show you the width, but it also shows you the line width on the side of the pen underneath of that number. And that to me is just genius. I don't know that I've ever seen that on pens before, or if they are on pens, I've never really noticed it before. But with these pens, I noticed it right away, and I thought, you know what, this is a really cool idea. So I got to pick these guys up. I will most certainly use them inside of my notebook. And also, while I was clicking around, I saw a collection called Bonnie's Favorites. Again, I don't know how I missed this. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention to the most recent collection, but I saw these different stickers and I thought this was actually really nice. This here is a pack of sticker letters that you can just use over and over again. When it comes to stickers and letters, it's so important, I personally think, to have multiple of different letters. It's like one of my most unfavorite things when you're trying to spell out a word and you only had two A's. And you're like, no, there's a lot of vowels in the English language, so I need enough of those to do what I want to do with these. When I first saw these, immediately I thought about days of the weeks, headers, months, kind of all those big kind of things with these big letters. I think that it's going to look really cool inside of my journal. I'm excited to have them as well. So this next item I had to grab because I'm always looking for a good memo pad. I've been doing a lot of like small journaling, small junk journaling, layering, creative journaling recently, but I don't want to go full notebook just yet. So I got this little memo pad. It's metal and fine. It has this turtle on the front. It has a really nice faux leather cover. Like, I was actually really surprised when I got this because I expected it just to be like cardboard, I guess, like some of the other notepads that we've gotten, but it is really nice. You've got beautiful paper on the inside. You've got the dot grid. Perfection. Love it so much. It's going to work perfectly with the other Bonnie's favorite that I got. This was Bonnie's favorite collage papers. I know that I've talked about the number of collage papers that I've had in the past, but when I started to take a look through this and see the different images that were in here, I got really excited about this because not only is it just textured paper, but you also have these paper sheets that have things like ripped paper on it that you can cut out and add to your journal. You've got these cool mushrooms that are inside of here. I love like this small wildlife, right? These rabbits and this key and this like random toad that's in here. These are all very cool things that you could add right into your journal. We got different type of lined graph paper inside of here. These cool tags, large images, really anything. So when I saw all of these accessory items, I was like, hey, I've got some really cool ideas that we can use with these. So I wanted to share with you real quick how I'm already using some of these items together because they work really well together. So like I mentioned, the notepad is the spot where I'm putting all kind of like little lists and things like that. Like, yes, I could put them inside of my bullet journal, but sometimes I just want them to live somewhere else and I don't need a full giant page for it. I just need something small. So we're going to use this, and then inside of this paper pack here, one of my favorite sheets has to be all of these little individual papers that are on here, ripped paper, different type of texture and things like that. And I was like, you know what, it would be really cool to come up with some of these lists and then practice my layering that I've been focused on. Aaron Smith has this rule of 3 that I've been following. It's where you have one solid, one texture, and one detail. And that's kind of the minimalist way that I like to approach these types of pages because it feels very doable to me. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to come up with a fountain pen wish list. There's a few fountain pens I've had my eyes on, so I want to go ahead and just list them out so I don't forget about them. And this little journal is a perfect place to put that. I'm going to use this graph piece of paper here. I'm just going to cut out the slip and then cut all the white pieces out around the detail. And then what I'll go ahead and do is just glue that into my notebook right across the top here. I'll go ahead and use the brush pen from the monographs that I got, and I'll go ahead and write in fountain pen and then use one of the other bolder ones to write the wish list. And for my solid / detail that I'm going to add inside of here, I have this really cool fountain pen stamp. I'm going to go ahead and use the Lil Legacy Deep Teal. I really like the way this looks, and stamp that onto the page. Now that I have that, now I have a really cool collection page that I can go in and I can write in some of the wish list items that I have for fountain pens that I've seen recently. I'm not going to be able to get all of them right away. Some are more doable than others, like that Pilot Vanishing Point, that Golden Journey, $650. That's a wish list item for absolute sure. So I couldn't stop myself there. Once I get going with this creative journaling, I'm like, ooh, I've got some other ideas. So let me go ahead and show you one of the other ideas I came up with some of the other papers that were inside of this pack. Anytime that I see any type of cursive lettering or pages like that, I'm like, oh, this is fantastic for any type of like notes or writing. And along with the fountain pen wish list I have, I also, imagine this, have an ink wish list. Some inks that I've seen online that people are using that I'm like, yeah, don't forget about those. So for the header for this, I'm going to go ahead and punch out with one of my little stamp punches, just one of these pieces of the script writing that's here. I also looked through here and I thought, you know, what might be something else that's kind of cool to use? And I saw this other colored dot grid paper here. And one of my favorite things is actually putting different colored dot grid over the dot grids because they all line up, but it gives like a little bit of a visual interest, which I think looks kind of cool. Now I need to cut this down to size, and I have this really cool cutter that's going to do almost like a deckled edge almost. And then I'm going to go ahead and put that up in the corner, and then I'll go ahead and layer this little stamp piece I put out over top of it. Just lay it off there over to the side. It looks kind of cool. I'll grab my monographs here and go ahead and just ink in the ink wish list. And then I had to add that extra little pop of detail. I couldn't help myself. A little ink blotch over there in the bottom right-hand corner. Now that I have that, I have an entire collection wish list. Anytime that I see a new ink that looks very interesting, I can just grab my notepad with me and write it down real quick. The other cool thing about the notepad is this is a great thing just to pop inside of your bag, or it even fits inside of your pocket for all those little notes. I'm currently working on like an idea around kind of like a bridge notebook between my journal and ideas that I have when I'm not carrying around my larger size journal. And this little notepad could be perfect for that. And I already have some cool little collection pages going on, so it worked out perfectly. I'd love to know from you which one of these items are things that you might want to add to your collection. For me, the writing pad was definitely a highlight of this purchase. I am so excited just to be able to refill these writing pads over and over again with different types of paper. And from that creative side, Bonnie's collage papers is so on point. She's so aesthetic and just there all the time. I love the things that she's creating for herself and adding to these collections. It makes me so happy to know that I have something that makes her so happy as well. So let me know down in the comments. Can't wait to hear from you, and I hope you get to have some creative fun with your next stationery purchase and maybe a little bit of inspiration from the things we got today. And don't forget, if you ever want to save some extra money, you can use my discount code, which is Mark Your Pages 10. That'll get you 10% off anything off of the Archer and Olive website. Find something cool, find something creative, inspire yourself. Let's have some fun. That's what this is all about. All right, friends, I'll talk to you next time. See ya.